And now, once again, please welcome your City of Edinburgh Mayor, Ramiro Garza Jr.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you. So I think we left some people out. So before we continue, I think our FAR mayor, Dr. Hernandez, are you here, Dr. Hernandez? Can you please stand to be recognized also? Thank you for being here, sir. We also have the Andrea Calderon, the mayor consulate of El Salvador. Let's give her a hand, please, for being here. And I also want to recognize our trustees from the Edinburgh School District. I see Mr. Mike Farias is here. Would you please stand, sir, be recognized? We have Mr. Louis Alamia, Ms. Letty Garcia, and if we leave somebody out, just blame me, okay? There's Ms. Letty Flores. Okay, there she is. Please stand, Ms. Letty. Thank you all for being here. All right, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and friends of our great city of Edinburgh. Thank you all for being here this evening today. As your mayor and on behalf of our council, it is my honor to be here with you tonight and share with you the state of our city. We changed it up a bit tonight, as y'all could see, by making this happen in the evening. We just wanted more of our Edinburgh community to come and join us. After all, our citizens, our taxpayers, are the ones that deserve to know exactly where our city stands. And I can tell you with full confidence that Edinburgh is resilient, efficient, effective, and strong. I want to start this evening by thanking my wife, Maria, who has always been supporting me and allowing me the time to perform the duties of mayor. Would you please stand to be recognized? My kids, Juliana and Ramiro, y'all please stand. They're very shy, but I'm gonna have them stand and be recognized. Thank you all so much and love you all for all your support that you provide me. I also want to recognize my mother, Anita, who is here with us tonight. She has always been by my side, encouraging me in all that I do, so I want to give her a hand as well. I want to give a special thanks to all the leaders that are in attendance tonight, all the elected officials, fellow mayors, members of Congress, state legislators, county officials. I see some members of our advisory boards here. Thank you for being here. Other city council members, city commissioners. I thought I saw J.J. Zamora, our Mayor Pro Tem McAllen. Is he here? Stand up, sir, to be recognized. Thank you for being here, sir. We have other school board trustees, higher education administrators, and international dignitaries. Thank you all for being here. All these leaders do a tremendous job for our region. And I'd like for them to all stand up for your elected official to be recognized at this time. Please stand, all the elected officials that are here this evening. I want to make sure you get recognized because for all that you do, because we certainly couldn't do it without them. Thank you. As Marcy mentioned, today's theme is empowering today and envisioning tomorrow. And that is exactly what we're doing here in Edinburgh. You know, Edinburgh's about excellence, economic development, empowerment, enhancement, entertainment, and envisioning the future. You know, Edinburgh has something to offer to everyone. We are all responsible for the success of our community, not just the hardworking and devoted City of Edinburgh employees who day in and day out work tirelessly to serve the residents of our great community, but also all the volunteers and all the residents in our community who every day make a difference in Edinburgh. You know, in the last year, our city, our county, our state, and our nation have faced many challenges at every level, from economic to political to an unprecedented global pandemic whose impacts are still being felt today. However, one constant has remained. The goals of the City of Edinburgh that have been established continue to move our community in the right direction to benefit all our residents. You heard it from our Edinburgh 2040 committee. We are building tomorrow's future today. We have clear goals that have guided our decisions to remain fiscally conservative, to spur economic development, and to improve infrastructure that will provide an unsurpassed quality of life for all who live in Edinburg. We have remained focused on our goals, met our challenges head on, and the state of our city is strong. Our latest population shows that we have 102,483, and yes, I counted to the person, which has doubled just in the last 20 years, when we just had 50,000 people. Can you believe that? Who could say that? Based on that astronomical growth, that we're expected to be at about 128,000 by 2030 and 150,000 by 2040. So it's no surprise that among all U.S. cities with 100,000 or more residents, Edinburg is the fastest growing city in all of South Texas, the 5th fastest in the entire state of Texas, and the 12th fastest growing city in the entire country. We're growing and envisioning an even better future. In Edinburg, ethics takes center stage, and we're all about inclusiveness, engagement, and accountability. Transparency is important to this leadership. And we now, in every city council meeting, we have a conflict of interest disclosure. And we also have approved a code of ethics ordinance. And in the spirit of transparency, in our website, you could find a capital improvements project dashboard. This dashboard will show all our projects listed, and you can get all the information you'd like to have, from the budget to the start date and even to an end date. We even have all our check registers online, so you can know who we're writing checks to every week. We want you to know where your tax dollars are going and how your city government is working for you. In February of last year, of 22, we launched Edinburg 2040, as has been mentioned. This is a community-driven strategic planning initiative through a series of town hall meetings, as well as a household survey that was conducted by UTRGV. We were able to engage with more than 2,000 residents in our community to develop a long-range vision for our city. As a result, we now have about 100 residents serving on 8 different 2040 committees that are working to address the issues that matter most to our citizens. You spoke, and we listened. Today, when you walk out, you'll get a pamphlet highlighting all the 2040 committees, and I'd like to invite you, if you're not serving on a committee, please sign up for one, get informed, and get involved. At the end of 2022, the city of Edinburg had a 5% overall reduction in crime compared to 2021. I'd like to thank all our outstanding officers of our Edinburg Police Department and the support staff for all the incredible work that they make to make that happen. As our city continues to grow, we also added 16 more officers to the force. Also working day and night to keep us safe are the first responders of the Edinburg Fire Department. Thankfully, with Fire Chief Sean Snyder at the helm, our fire department is one of the best trained and best equipped departments in the state of Texas. Chief Snyder, thank you. Chief Snyder's not able to be with us in person here today, but I know he's watching online. And I want to personally thank him for his leadership and for his many years that he has dedicated to our city. Our police and fire are second to none. And as Mayor Pro Tem David White tells us, public safety and engaging in our community will always be a priority in Edinburg.
Exactly, Mayor Garza. And I have the pleasure of being here at our police department, where I was engaged with our community for over 28 years. Our goal is to engage with the community on all levels, but it is especially true when we're talking about the public safety. The Edinburg Police Department works to serve the community on a daily basis, whether it's by installing car seats for new parents or offering family-friendly community nights like Movie with a Cop. The importance of building a trusting relationship with our community is instilled in every officer. In 2022, the police department created the Edinburg Clergy and Police Partnership Program that allowed faith-based leaders of our community to respond to help police officers during a crisis so that they can better serve our residents. They also continue to build a bigger and better National Night Out celebration, a night that our officers know is an amazing opportunity to interact with the people that they protect and serve. In addition to that, Edinburgh PD launched Citizens Connect, a community-based software that allows users to create customized alerts specific to their areas. The map gives the community access to notifications about police activity in various parts of the city in real time. Not to be outdone, the Edinburgh Fire Department works hard to educate our residents about fire safety. Our firefighters went to over 30 elementary schools last year to host fire prevention shows that not only benefited the children of Edinburgh, but their families as well. They regularly install smoke detectors in homes free of charge and host family-friendly activities like the Fire Stomper Festival. In December, the Edinburgh Fire Department team welcomed residents to Fire Station Number 1, where performances, fire demonstrations, and smoke simulations were used to educate those that attended. Community engagement benefits our police officers and our firefighters while they're on the job, but most importantly, helps to build a safer Edinburgh.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem White. Please join me in a round of applause for our outstanding Edinburgh police officers and firefighters for all that they do. Now let's take a minute to focus on economic development. You know, our economic forecast looks brighter every day. It's almost hard to grasp how many projects are underway in our city. And the growth in 2022 was just phenomenal. I can tell you because the numbers do not lie. We had a total capital investment of over $264 million direct investment in our city, which resulted in a total economic impact of over $730 million. Even better, all of these projects created 2,018 new jobs in our city. Also, in 2022, we issued more than 9,000 building permits that resulted in $301 million in construction activity. And to expedite that development process, you can now get all those permits online as we created a building safety and development portal. You know, construction is clearly booming in our city. And in 2022, we had over 60 new subdivisions with over 2,500 lots. We are well on our way to surpassing those numbers this year of 2023. We currently have 79 subdivisions in the process of being developed that are going to add over 4,000 lots in our city, and it covers about 1,000 acres being developed right here in our city. If you'd like to know where these projects are being developed throughout our city, we have a GIS portal in our cityofedinburgh.com website that provides you information about these subdivisions, those that are under review, those that are under construction, and those that have been completed. And as Councilmember Dan Diaz explains, Edinburgh will continue to be the economic powerhouse of the valley.
That's right, Mayor Garza. Edinburgh is all about economic development. Edinburgh is the 5th fastest growing large city in the state, and we grow about an average of 7 people per day.
And our priority has always been to provide longtime residents and newcomers alike with a community that is able to accommodate and meet their needs. We regularly welcome new businesses to our city that allow for a variety of services that include retail and dining spots, commercial spaces, and industrial sites and more. With the transactions we began at the North Industrial Park last year, we expect to have almost $27 million in new investment, the creation of approximately 560 new jobs, and over 300,000 square feet in new industrial space built in 2023, for a total economic impact of over $147 million. Economic development in Edinburgh is booming, and we anticipate our growth to follow the same pattern as produce and logistics companies choose Edinburgh as the site of their growing businesses. We are also home to the South Texas International Airport, and we advocate for its continued expansion and collaboration with entities like the Department of Public Safety to provide a number of resources to members of the community that seek out our facility on a daily basis. In addition, we're constantly working to improve existing infrastructure through bonds and through the proper use of the economic development sales tax revenues entrusted to us that have led to street improvement projects across the city as we aim to better the quality of life in our area.
Economic development is key for us in 2023. We will lead to so much more.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilmember Diaz. Please join me in giving a hand for the Edinburgh Economic Development Corporation, who work hard for our city, and also all the investors and businesses that have chosen Edinburgh to invest in. Thank you. And as we all know, Edinburgh is also the medical mecca of the valley. We are home to not one, but two world-class health systems that advance medicine and increase access to medical care in our community. Both DHR Health and South Texas Health System have earned a reputation for excellence in providing quality health care to our Valley residents. South Texas Health System's new 5-story patient tower officially opened its doors in our city last year. This new tower represents a $100 million investment in our city. A new 8-level freestanding Driscoll Children's Hospital also being built here in Edinburg on the campus here of DHR Health. This is a $110 million boost to our economy. Let's give a hand to these phenomenal health systems that have invested here in our city. You know, the buzz generated by this rapid growth is exciting, but it also comes with challenges. We have to have the right infrastructure in place. That is the key to our growth. Better roads, improved drainage, and top-notch public services are the essential building blocks to our economy. Infrastructure enables trade, powers business, connects workers to their jobs, and creates opportunities for Edinburg. To keep up with our city's growth, we are currently investing $98 million in improvements throughout our city. That's a combination of street improvements, park and trail upgrades, public facilities, and drainage improvements. Let me go back to our guiding principle. You spoke, we listened, and we took action. In the 2040 survey, thank you. The number one issue, the number one concern that was brought to us in those surveys was our streets. And we listened to the tune of $20 million. Junior Street, Alberta Street as well, and Lowell subdivisions were a top priority for our residents. Those have been completed. As part of the overall improvements we are making, there was $3 million that we set aside for our residential street improvement program. We looked at requests from residents, solicited feedback, and identified streets that needed repairs. Our crews have already repaid over 30 of them. And big improvements were made to Business 281 thanks to TxDOT that overlaid Klausner Boulevard from Interstate 69 North to Interstate 69 South. And that was at a cost of $4.6 million. That was another giant plus for our citizens. There's one person who has been at the helm for all of these projects, and that is our city manager, Mayra Ayala. Mayra, would you please stand so you can be recognized at this time? You deserve a round of applause. City manager runs the day-to-day, not the mayor, so they're in charge. So, you know, drainage was another concern for our constituents. And again, we listened and launched drainage improvements of projects totaling over $29 million, which is in addition to the $20 million we're investing in streets. You know, our crews have reprofiled miles of drainage ditches, meaning they have increased capacity in them and made them more maintenance-friendly, so our employees can upkeep them. They also vacuumed and cleaned over 750 storm inlets in preparation for severe weather. You asked for help, and we listened. Councilmember Johnny Garcia explains how all these enhancements in infrastructure are truly the backbone of a healthy economy.
Edinburg is all about enhancement. Our priority lies in improving the quality of life in our city by repairing roadways and maintaining existing infrastructures like drainage and stormwater management systems. Our residents and commuters are impacted by these things on a daily basis, and our Public Works Department takes the lead on all those projects with the support of city initiatives. In 2022 alone, our city crews rehabilitated over 25 miles worth of roads in Edinburg through a bond that allowed us to provide a safe and mobile community to our constituents. We actively ask our residents to be our eyes and ears and ask them to tell us when a roadway or portion of the city requires maintenance by regularly promoting our city call center 311. Those reports are then used to create a running list of projects that will be given the proper attention throughout the year. Street repavings, preservations, crack sealings, pothole patching, and street sweeping are regular functions of the Public Works Department. In addition, the continued development of projects like Phase 2 of the Junior Detention Pond last year impacts over 700 homes in the area of Monmouth and Sprague and allow us to better prepare for flooding events and reduce their impact on Edinburg families. We are also an active member of the RGV Stormwater Task Force, composed of 32 local entities to strive for improvements across the board. City staff maintains 450 miles of city streets, 100 signal intersections, 20 miles of open ditches, and has made necessary improvements to over 44 residential and arterial streets. Through grant awards, our crews have also been able to install 61 solar lights in 6 subdivisions, expanding the resources available in our neighborhoods as the city continues to grow. Our goal has always been to improve and add to what our city provides, and we know that maintaining infrastructure allows visitors and longtime residents alike to assess everything Edinburg can provide when they go out to eat, study, and shop.
Thank you, Councilmember Garcia. Please join me in applauding all our public works crews for the amazing job that they do day in and day out. Thank you. You know, there's also a push to reinvigorate our downtown Edinburg economy while improving our existing infrastructure. That would not be possible without the partnership and ongoing support of the Edinburg Economic Development Corporation, who have committed $9 million in funding to revitalize our downtown area. These are exciting times happening in our city. Construction is underway on our future Edinburg Arts, Culture, and Event Center that we call the Edinburg Ace Building. This 36,000 square foot facility will serve as a downtown venue to host local conferences, cultural art exhibits, live performances, and community events. The intent of this $14 million project is to feature local artists, host family-friendly events, and to attract more visitors to the city by creating a downtown entertainment area devoted to the arts. This building is being constructed in our downtown block we call Promenade Park, along the city's McIntyre Promenade. It features an outdoor amphitheater and also has an interactive water garden and other green space amenities. Promenade Park will be the centerpiece of Edinburg, hosting large festivals and events and providing an urban oasis rivaling those of much larger cities. Just last week, we had Grupo Frontera there. And thank you. We're all about partnerships here in our city. And we've joined forces with our local school districts, and we recently broke ground on Dezavala Park, which will feature a walking trail, a basketball court, 2 soccer fields, and shaded structures. It'll even have a splash pad, a water dumping bucket, and multiple water features for the kiddos. I want to thank the Edinburg School Board for allowing us to partner with them and make this happen. Thank you all. We also opened the first all-inclusive park in partnership with the Edinburg Economic Development Corporation and Vanguard Academy School. Vanguard Academy Beethoven City Park will cater to individuals with disabilities by including all-inclusive equipment, such as a WeGo swing, which can accommodate wheelchairs, a first in the entire state of Texas. I want to thank Vanguard for their partnership and EDC for making this happen. You know, with the continuous growth of our parks and recreation programs, an additional facility was needed. And I'm proud to say that the El Tule, Jose Nieto, and Consuelo Alfaro Robledo Recreation Center is nearly complete. This 27,000 square foot building will have 3 full-size gyms, and we're incorporating a walking trail and a dog park as well. Not only will this facility be used for our kids, but also for adult and elderly programs that will be held at this new facility as well. You know, we're expanding our hike and bike trails throughout our city as well. In 2022, we opened the Chapin Road Hike and Bike Trail. It's a 1-mile loop with solar lights and benches that doubles as a detention pond and flood mitigation system. We also opened the Doolittle Nature Trail on the northeast side of our city. This trail is approximately 3 miles long and is popular with hikers and cyclists. It's another great trail in our city that also serves as a site of the annual Dirty Duathlon. The Wisconsin Trail, was also opened last year. It was built between Jackson and Sugar Road, approximately half a mile long, and it connects our existing Jackson Trail that runs along Chapin all the way to Wisconsin. And in the spirit of collaboration, and thanks to a joint effort with our friends and neighbors, the City of McAllen, we are planning to connect this trail to the 2nd Street Trail in McAllen in Phase 2. Thank you, City of McAllen, for that partnership. Families can go out to all these trails, have fun, and more importantly, stay active. This access to family and cultural activities simply takes the quality of life in our city to another level. And now, for more on entertainment options in our city, I will turn it over to Councilmember Jason DeLeon.
Mayor Garza, Edinburg and entertainment go hand in hand. Edinburg takes pride in fostering local talent and aims to expand opportunities that are available to them in our community.
In October of 2022, we are designated by the Texas Music Office as a music-friendly community, and we take pride in highlighting the musicians that inspire us on a daily basis by welcoming their performances at a variety of city events. The City of Edinburg, better known as the City of Festivals, is home to venues that make it easy and fun for residents to enjoy a show with family and friends. The Edinburg Amphitheater, just down the street from Edinburg City Hall on McIntyre, has been the site of amazing acts like Bobby and Roberto Pulido, Solido, Jaime de Anda, and more, all free of charge. We host the UFO Festival annually, popular from across the country, Frida Fest, Los Muertos Bailan, and more, and they appeal to longtime residents and visitors alike. In addition, Edinburg welcomes some of the best sports teams to the HEB Park, as well as top artists and bands to the Bird Ogden Arena. Our partnership benefits the community and gives everyone the opportunity to enjoy them in their backyard. Along the same lines, the University of the Rio Grande Valley will kick off a long-anticipated football season in 2025, and it gives Edinburg College football fans the chance to root for a local team that they've been waiting for years. The importance of accessibility and staying active in our community is not lost on the City of Edinburg. Our emphasis on entertainment directly impacts the quality of life, and we work to provide parks and green spaces that residents can enjoy for years to come. The Edinburg Municipal Pool House redevelopment and the announcement of De Zavala Park are just two of many projects that come to mind that will benefit the community. And while all those things have already made Edinburg so special, we cannot forget the talent behind the lens. The South Texas International Film Festival regularly attracts the work of visionary filmmakers from across the world while highlighting the importance of visual arts. The City of Edinburg will host its 9th annual film festival in 2023, and we can't wait to see all the amazing submissions trickle in.
Edinburg will be the heart of the entertainment in the Rio Grande Valley, and we will make sure of that.
Thank you, Councilmember De Leon. Please join me in applauding all our cultural arts staff, our crews, and our library staff for all that they do in putting together these amazing events. Let's give them a hand, please. You know, we are known as the City of Festivals, as was stated, and that's for a reason. This last year, we had over 32,000 people visit our events. Think about that. That's a lot of people coming to our city to take part in these festivals, and we are so proud of that. When I say the state of our city is strong, we mean it. And again, you spoke and we listened. For the first time since 1996, we lowered the property tax rate. Thank you. We went from 68 cents to 64 cents. We are helping our citizens where it matters most, in their pocketbook. And I'm also happy to report that our unemployment rate dipped to 5.1% in 2022, which is down from 6.4% the prior year. You know, last year, Edinburg generated 34.6 million in sales tax activity. That's the highest in our city's history. Our total annual sales tax collection was up 13% from the previous year. We have an annual report that as you walk out, you can see and take tonight, and you will see all that has taken place in our city as well. And with that in mind, I'd like to share a few did you know facts about our 3-time All-America city. Did you know that we are home to 2 Congressional Medal of Honor winners, Pedro Cano and Freddy Gonzalez? Did you know that the cost of living in Edinburg is 21% below the U.S. average? Did you know that we are home to the only medical school south of San Antonio? Did you know that Edinburg was named as the #1 small city for soccer by Wallet Hub? Did you know that we're the only city in Texas and one of only 9 in the entire country that was selected by the National League of Cities to participate in the One Nation, One Project, which is a national arts and wellness initiative? Did you know that we're one of the only cities to enter into a partnership with U.S. Army to interview veterans for positions available in our city? This Partnership for Your Success program is a strategic partnership with the federal government to make sure America's soldiers are given an opportunity to interview in Edinburg for job openings after they leave the Army. Did you know the city of Edinburg has been certified as a scenic city by demonstrating a commitment to shaping a truly scenic city that serves as an inspiration to others? Did you know that the governor's office also designated Edinburg as a music-friendly community? And to further endorse that, we brought back the Edinburg Music Walk of Fame. Did you know that Edinburg was also named as a pet-friendly city and is certified now as a better city for pets? Did you know that we're home to the Museum of South Texas History, a place where you can see fascinating exhibits and discover the rich heritage and unique blended culture of the Rio Grande Valley? And last but not least, did you know that we are now home to a one-of-a-kind skate park that is the largest in the Rio Grande Valley? We have so much in this hometown of heroes that sets us apart. You know, Edinburgh is all about education. It is our greatest opportunity to give a gift to the next generation. And in that arena, the city of Edinburgh is unmatched. Who can say that they have a top-tier university in their backyard? We are so proud to be home of the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. UTRGV, thank you. UTRGV empowers successful futures and helps our region shine as a global innovator in higher education. Their presence here in Edinburgh gives students an affordable college education near their hometown and their families. And they stand tall against any other university in the state. You heard a little earlier from UTRGV President Dr. Bailey. Together, we're striving to make the lives of our students and residents better. In April, UTRGV revealed that they would be making an investment over $30 million to upgrade existing athletic facilities over the next 3 years. All of that is a win for Edinburgh and our entire region. Many thanks to UTRGV for all that they do and their incredible contributions to our area. We're also home to the nationally recognized Edinburgh Consolidated Independent School District. ECISD encompasses over 945 square miles and is one of the largest school districts in the nation. And Edinburgh is home base for Region 1 Education Service Center, as well as campuses for the prestigious IDEA Public School System, the esteemed South Texas Independent School District, and the highly respected Vanguard Academy. Please thank them all as well for teaching and empowering the youth in our community. You know, our goal is always to engage our youth. And this past year, we launched the first ever Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. We have 12 high school juniors who are exploring the field of public service and learning about our city government. The Mayor's Youth Advisory Council is one of 8 committees that we created for the Edinburgh 2040 survey, and it has been such a joy working with these students. We all know education is the greatest equalizer, and the city of Edinburgh is clearly the education epicenter, the RGV. So how is 2023 shaping up, and how do we envision our future? I honestly don't think we're going to recognize Edinburgh just 5 years from now. Our growth is explosive, and when you look at what's coming, Division I collegiate football, the ACE building, the Arts and Cultural Arts facility, state-of-the-art medical facilities, Edinburgh is the educational, cultural, and healthcare hub of the Rio Grande Valley. We have all the key ingredients: solid infrastructure, better roads and drainage, booming growth, and open land to grow. I'm going to repeat that: open land to grow. And we will maintain our commitment to improving our streets and drainage systems. We'll continue to push for economic growth while still consistently maintaining high quality of city services. We also have untapped potential at our airport. We have some innovative ideas, and as Councilmember Diaz pointed out, we are planning to expand our airport. We're looking forward to working with our regional partners to push for the completion of the Hidalgo County Loop, including the International Bridge Trade Corridor that will connect our international bridges to our airport and Interstate 69. I will continue to push for the Rio Grande Valley to come together as one region to market our area globally for economic development. Because remember, we are stronger together. You know, we are the fastest growing large city in the valley, and we're living up to that reputation. And with all this growth we're seeing, it's vital that as a county seat, we continue to be fiscally responsible. We have a reserve fund that is healthy, and we continue to build that fund as we grow. This strong fund balance has helped our city of Edinburg earn a financial bond rating of AA, which lowers the rate of interest we pay on our bonds. You know, it's clear that our sales tax revenues will continue to grow. We're a great place to live, to work and play, and I promise we will continue to work to make sure the progress continues. So for the last half hour or so, well, I got to boast about the city I love. You heard that the E in Edinburg is for excellence, for enhancement, engagement, economic development, and education, to name a few. And to me, the E is for everyone. You know, Edinburg is for everyone. And moving forward into 2023, we will continue empowering our community and envisioning an even better future. Thank you. You know, I couldn't do it without our city council. The mayor's one of 5 members of the city council that serve for you, the citizens of Edinburg. So at this time, I would like to have you join me in thanking our city council for their efforts. They deserve a round of applause. And y'all know who else deserves a round of applause? Our wonderful employees that work tirelessly and the residents that make our community the wonderful place that it is. We thank y'all for being here today. We hope you feel empowered about the city you choose to live in, and hope you picked up something that helps you to envision a better future, something that makes you proud to say that you are from the 3-time All-American City of Edinburg. I encourage you to be part of our growth, excellence, and excitement. Thank you for joining us to our first State of the City address, and we will see you next year. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. There is coffee and cake in the foyer, courtesy of Coffee Zone and Gaitas Bakery. If you have any grievances because you were left off a list, you can mail them to the office of Ramiro Garza, Mayor, 415 West University Drive. Just kidding. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Edinburg, for having me here. Have a wonderful night.
Hey, Jason.